Hello, guys. I hope you are okay and I hope you are well. Welcome to Wednesday News Roundup. Over the course of this video, we are going to be discussing about Alexander Isak. As a matter of fact, here I will tell you the reason why I actually captioned this, that Alexander Isak was betrayed by Newcastle. Yes, Alexander Isak was betrayed by Newcastle, and also we are going to be discussing a little about our match today. Liverpool versus Yokohama FM. I believe many of you actually watched that match. You've seen what our small boys can do. I believe right now nobody will be clamoring for Rodrigo again. When I was saying it back then, many people were actually saying we need experience, Liverpool need experience, this. Bro, right now, I don't think experience actually solves better than pure talent. This boy is just too good. This boy is an upgrade to any winger that we feel like we can actually get right now. This boy is never scared. He never moves back. See that particular goal he scored. This boy is just too good. Second to none. I think personally, this boy should be a proper backup to Kodigapo. But I believe many of you already watched the match. Many of you watched the match and you saw what I actually saw. So no need for me to, actually elaborate on that particular one. Now, also, we are going to move forward on FSG, getting a new club, Getafe. Right now, I think Liverpool are in money. Liverpool's owner. Now, the idea of getting a new club, La Liga side, Getafe, I think it's a very, very solid one. But personally, I don't have any issue with that. The only time I will actually have, some issue with that, if that will hinder Liverpool's progress in getting, the kind of players that we want to get. But I think it will help Liverpool on a long run. Now, imagine, when we bid for, some of these young talents in Brazil, we can actually push them to Getafe, and let's say maybe 1 or 2 years, if they develop and becomes Liverpool standard, we can easily bring them down to Liverpool instead of paying so much amount of money for these players. I think that actually makes a whole lot of sense. Back then, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when Liverpool wanted to sign Andre, back then, I think from Fluminense or one Brazilian league back in the days, I think Andre ended up at Wolves, but Liverpool wanted to get him then as our sitting six, that's number 4 position. Now, assuming we had, second team in Europe, like Getafe, like a big side also, we can simply just, get this boy, fix him there. Now, along the line, if he actually develops to Liverpool standard, maybe after 1 or 2 years, we can actually bring him easily. And that will make a whole lot of sense. But the issue here is, the financial aspect. Getafe's owner, their owners want somewhere close to 100 million pounds. And I don't think this would be much issue for FSG, Liverpool's owner. I don't think it will be much issue because right now, I believe they actually have the money. I think, Jurgen Klopp made a whole lot of money for Liverpool Football Club before leaving. That is what I think personally. So I think they are in good position. But the only issue here, and I don't know if you actually know that one, you can tell me in the comment section, because I don't know how this payment is being made. I don't know if it's instrumental, because we know that if it's getting a player, you can actually pay over 5 years instrumental. But now this is buying a new club. So I don't know if the payment will be instrumental or the payment will be done just in one. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. Also, now moving forward, why I said Newcastle actually betrayed Alexander Isak. Now, a report I have right now is that Alexander Isak and the camp made it clear to Newcastle last season, this current past season, that this will be the last season of Alexander Isak in Newcastle. So Newcastle knew that Alexander Isak wants out all this while, and they considered it. And this actually explains the fact that Newcastle have been in the market all this while trying to get a striker. They went for Joao Pedro and they failed. Chelsea succeeded in getting Joao Pedro. They went for Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo said he wants Manchester United and Manchester United alone. Then they switched to Hugo Ekitike. I think, back then, so many Newcastle fans were actually saying that Newcastle wanted to get Hugo Ekitike as a replacement for, Wilson. So that both Hugo Ekitike and Isak will play together, without knowing that Hugo Ekitike was supposed to be a replacement for Alexander Isak. So Newcastle wanted to get a replacement before, putting it out that Isak wants out. That is where everything, you know, there was issue. That is the truth. That was what broke the camel's back, because when they push for Ugo Ekitike, Liverpool likes Ugo Ekitike. Now Liverpool made it clear verbally, we want Isak. Is Isak available? If Isak is available, we are willing to pay £120 million. And Newcastle said Isak is not available. He is not for sale. Liverpool have to push for Ugo Ekitike. Isak became very, very furious, and that was the reason. Because Isak knew perfectly well that Newcastle had that opportunity to allow him go for £120 million. That money can actually push the needle to sign this player, but they still maintain the stand. He is not for sale. So when I see some persons actually complain or mourn lately about Isak not showing up for training, saying that Isak is not being fair with Newcastle and all that. Some even stating that, right now so many strikers are not in the transfer market and Isak is not longer showing up for training. I just laugh, because if they actually know the whole truth behind this, they will understand Isak is the man right now that's been, that is the victim. Isak wants out. And that is why he has been very, very furious. He wants out. Even the camp, everybody right now, none of them are happy with Newcastle and Eddie Howe, because Newcastle knew perfectly well that he wants out, and they still told Liverpool he was not for sale. So personal terms already agreed between Isak and Liverpool. And believe me, even if Liverpool, drop somewhere close to 200k on the table, Isak will still agree, because Isak wants to push his way out of Newcastle. He feels betrayed right now. So personal terms already agreed, 5 years contract, and I think £30 million per year annually. So I think most likely Alexander Isak will be joining Liverpool very, very soon. Now, another report also from Ben Jacobs, he said that Arne Slot most likely wants both Alexander Isak and Ugo Ekitike. I don't know how he wants to patch those two. I don't know, but he's the coach. So believe me, if he does not want those two players, he would have told Liverpool by now. And in my widest imagination, I don't think Ugo Ekitike will be a backup for Alexander Isak, because being a backup, it means that if you have 28 matches in the league, most likely your backup will play maybe 8 or 7 matches, as long as the main striker is not injured. The backup might not actually see any match, because the main striker will want to win the golden boot. So he can't put him on the bench, with the notion or with the mindset that you want to rotate there too. It does not really make sense. So I think he's not going to be a backup. However, Ugo Ekitike can also play as a wide left player. So I think maybe he can actually be a replacement for Luis Diaz. He will play there together with Cody Gakpo. They might actually be, switching and all that. But I think, if that happens, it means that Rion Gomowa will have to drop down in pecking order. Maybe he'll become number 3. But we actually see what Rio can do, and this boy is just too good. I think he's just 16. So next month he'll be turning 17, and where he'll be signing his first professional contract with Liverpool. Most likely it will be 3 years. So the drill. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you actually think about this Newcastle and Alexander Isak saga? Because personally, I think Newcastle did Isak dirty, and I think Alexander Isak and the camp, they're actually right if they reject Isak from showing up during training sections. Their preseason, Isak was sent home against Celtic. I think that was the beginning of the whole problem. You understand? He was sent home, and the camp decided to voice out that Isak wants to try different option, because since the club can actually bring it out, the camp and Alexander Isak had to actually make it open. So anyways, the drill. If you actually enjoyed this video, kindly give us a like, and also we are going to love for you to hit that subscribe button. Now, before I forget, right now Olympic Lyon have tendered an official bid, I think somewhere close to, less than £10 million for Tyler Morton. As a matter of fact, Liverpool won somewhere close to £10 million benchmark, but Lyon won somewhere lesser. I don't know, but Liverpool likes Fofana. So I think Liverpool can actually walk their way through this, but I don't see this happening, because Fofana is being valued somewhere close to, £50 million, £55 million, while Liverpool is valuing Tyler Morton somewhere close to £10 million. Very, very low. I don't know why Liverpool do that. I see Tyler Morton as a player when groomed very well, who is going to become one of the best. This guy is a true baller. In as much as he has not gotten lots of playing time with Liverpool. That's the truth. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and you will never walk alone.